Happy Saturday. It is Saturday. I am going to a 1-year-old's birthday. Tilt this down a little bit. I've already been outside. I had to go to Walmart. I was going to get the card last night. And then, because I had already was on the East Valley already. By the time I was coming back to Central Phoenix, Walmart was still open. I could have went. But I just didn't feel like I was hungry. Had used the bathroom. I was like, yeah. And I'm not using the bathroom in Walmart if I don't have to. And then after 9, they probably closed the bathroom off anyway. So, sunscreen. I was watching a video by Nikki Rose, who's a makeup artist. She's talking about how limiting your skincare prep to like 3 items, which was hydration, light moisturizer, SPF, or hydration, SPF, or primer. These are my words, not necessarily my take on what she said. I did do a toner earlier. I did put moisturizer on and SPF. Usually I don't put moisturizer on, but the vitamin C I've been using, sometimes it kind of irritates my skin, so that's why I put a moisturizer on. Otherwise, I'd usually just toner, vitamin C, SPF, and then primer when I do my face. I'm getting a bunch of texts because we were talking about self-care in the group chat. Different means of self-care. Because self-care, plants, being into plants is good self-care. That's fine. But there's other things, you know, you get a massage, a facial, pedicure, manicure. There's a lot of other different forms of self-care. Maybe just reading a book, things like that. But it's apparent that some people don't have self-care, so I'm like, find one before you snap on somebody. Okay, anyway, I have a new product. I used my points. So it barely cost me anything. But yeah, we're going to our first 1-year-old birthday party by my friend. His first and only child, between him and his wife. So I was invited. Hopefully they have cupcakes. I love cupcakes. So nothing too crazy because it's a 1-year-old's birthday. I think they probably timed it between her naps. I've met her before. Was that last year? Was it? I want to say like September last year. It was a rocky beginning relationship introduction. So hopefully it will be better. Because my friend wants me to be the movie influence on her life, so. And that's the AC, so. Okay, and I wait for it to go off. So let us powder. See, it's less messy now. It's, if I scoop that down the top, it's less messy right here. And that does, when you close it, it does contain it in there versus the other type of container, so. Oh, I'm using the cake today. Let's use the cake. I do like this shirt. I did not set my eyebrows earlier. Just was trying to hurry up and go to Walmart because I had a friend coming over to pick up some matcha ball soup that I made on Thursday. Luckily, Walmart's not that far, so. Then I drop off a library book and then get some money for the card. because they didn't want gifts. They were fine with money for the piggy bank. And that is the alert. So I got some money for the piggy bank. Which is easier than trying to find a gift for a 1-year-old, other than clothes or toys or outgrow. So we have this much left. It's not that much. So if I bring it out, this is how much of LYS. So I have another one, not LYS, another setting spray ready to go. Is that on one? But yeah, what did I do yesterday? After work, I went to a friend's house. And I was going to return a dress, that dress. Or exchange, I was just going to exchange, and then ended up, the other dress they had, that was supposed to be like that, had the same type of material. And I didn't like, they had a light blue one, which blue is my color. Turquoise one, whatever, but it didn't do the same for me, so I decided to keep it. It just needs to be ironed or steamed every time before I wear it. I don't like that part, but yeah, it's gonna be a nice dress. And then I went to Sephora, got some samples of the new Fenty Beauty illuminating foundation, and I finally got another Urban Decay shade I'm gonna try. So I'm really trying to find my shade in that one. So while I was at Ulta, which I just swung in there to return something that I was gonna use, I came upon Wynn Beauty, because my Ulta does not have Wynn Beauty. Where the heck? So me being at the Tempe location that had Wynn Beauty, I decided I did a little shade matching. They also had the new MAC tinted moisturizer. I tried that as well, but I wasn't buying it. It's too moistury, hydrating. So this is supposed to be hydrating as well. So this is what it looks like. If you know Serena Williams, who is the founder, played tennis. So that's why it looks like a tennis ball. And Wynn Beauty, because of course, all I do is win. So she won a lot. Cocoa Swatches is in 3, not even 3. Wow, be helpful if I could read. 450. So that's what I'm trying. Lady did swatch it on my arm. It blended and disappeared. I did swatch a little in the store, but store lights. It looks good. And it dried down. Thinking a tint moisturizer is gonna be very kind of dewy. It was not in the store, so hopefully it stays that way. So again, Wynn Beauty, and it has this little, so you can kind of see how much is in there. Shake it, because I'm supposed to shake everything, and I can hear it moving. So there. Nice little pump. I am not going to put this on my hand. I'm going to use my handy dandy and just do one pump. Does it have a switch thingy? Let me see. Yes, it has the lock unlock option. It doesn't matter how close I get, you probably can't see it. I was like, why isn't that coming out? So that helps as well. And it's one pump. So this is one pump. Sometimes, let me lock it back. I have foundation shade twins. Sometimes I'm like, oh, well, a little off a little bit. So sometimes I'm a little suspect. But yeah, as well as that blended in the store is why I decided to just go ahead. Wipes. I'm using a sponge today, not a brush. So, no, I thought about should have probably used a brush, but here we are. Not much left. I'm gonna leave that right there. Wipe off my finger. Okay. So one of these is sponge because it's tinted moisturizer, and I wanted that light coverage versus more coverage a brush would give. Yeah, I'm seeing it. Okay. Good shade match. For sure. I said Ulta lights, the lights in Ulta were kind of unusually bright for some reason. So I couldn't be sure about that. Like if you go to Sephora, you know Sephora lights, you can't tell anything. Usually Ulta for some reason has like a haze to their lights. They didn't have that in the store. It's just very bright for some reason. Very light coverage. I said light to medium. That's right. Yeah, there's usually the test, and it's looking good. Okay. Put that right there. Let's go concealer. Yeah, it is so light. It's ridiculous how light. It feels. Let's see if I okay, so that's from me wiping off my face earlier, so I'm going to turn this inside out. There's some on there, but that's without me setting. So if it's not doing much transfer for me setting, that's good. Because I did try the Fenty Beauty Illuminating Foundation while I was in the store swatching in Sephora, and it did transfer. So I don't know if it says it's transfer proof. Maybe it wasn't dried down enough. I don't know, but it did transfer. In fact, that's that well, and I just put it on. I'm liking that because it's a tinted moisturizer, low-key chill summer since it's already hot. It's supposed to be like 80 something today, 81, 82. I'm trying to keep this video not too, because so the I-10 is under construction, and it's weird construction. I was just talking to my friend that was over how I was like, okay, it says it's gonna take this long to get there, whatever, but you know, construction. Right now, looking at the thing, it says it's gonna take a certain amount of time, but then there's 2 blocks of red. To me, that means traffic is not moving. So I'm like, excuse me, but yet it's still gonna take this amount of time. And normally I avoid the 10 because of construction, and it's confusing construction. But to get to my friend's house, I need to take the 10. So it's like, okay. Because he lives closer to the 10 than if I went around 202, 143, still gotta take the 10. I was just trying to take the 101 or what have you, go around the long way. So I'm like, anticipating sitting possibly in traffic. Because it says it's down lanes. The advisory, traffic advisory says down lanes, but it doesn't say it's closed. So 10 likes to close on the weekends. So I'm like, it doesn't say that. It just says traffic is hella slow. I backed up. So you know it's 81. I might be turning on the AC as well. The reason why I'm kind of blending out like this because sometimes it seems to just stick right there. Okay. Prices did go down a bit, so I'm like, okay, it's another good since I was on East Valley yesterday. That's kind of, I don't say last minute decision. Maybe I had like 2 days advance notice, and then going to East Valley again today. It's like, okay. Otherwise, gas normally lasts a bit in my car because I work from home part of the week. Okay. I know I normally don't start there. Like, did I just hit the camera? Okay. Yeah, because you see how it's kind of, I don't know if you could see how dry it kind of looks right there. So it does dry down. It's not moist all the time. Like I said, it says it's a natural or radiant finish, not glowy, which, you know, I don't like glowy. Radiant is borderline glowy. But if it's natural, that's fine. So it's not a juicy, loosey, dewy. What are we using that? And so this finally being in stores just before my no buy makeup May. Of course, it's convenient. It just looks so nice in the store. I'm like, okay, I like it. And I had the points. If I didn't have all the points, yeah, I probably would have waited. And the only other thing, like I said, that I want is the Danessa Lowlighter. Other than that, I pretty much am covered. Well, I don't really want anything else. They need to stop coming out with new stuff. Yeah. To get me through the summer, tinted moisturizers and a good setting spray and powder. There we go. And the matte powder, I'm returning the matte powder. It's just, yeah. I've asked people how to use it, and I just don't see myself using it. if I'm going to do like a light face, I might just concealer over light face with powder concealer, and then throw my Sephora powder all over. It's just not time for me to figure that out. So I'll be returning it. And I only used it, what, once. So Radiant, yeah, I'd say. So there's concealer probably there, but right there, yeah, I would say there's nothing. So touching it, it's not, yeah. Because all this is hydration from the Fenty Hydrating Concealer. So if I use a different concealer, it'll probably be less glowy right there. Okay. We'll be using a powder blush, so I'm not putting it on yet. So we can set. Oh, nose. How am I gonna say nothing about my nose contour? Really? Okay. I know y'all can't talk back to me, I'm just saying. Eyeshadow is the Morphe Rich and Foil Rose to Fame palette. It didn't take me that long. I just kind of soft pink, soft brown, darker brown, and then one of the foils right there. I like putting shimmer. I know it's daytime. I like putting shimmer. I just ate breakfast kind of late, but I just ate it. I ended up getting a frozen bowl. Breakfast bowl from Walmart, so I'm kind of full from that. I can feel that. Okay, now setting. Not new jeans, but meaning they've just been washed. Or they haven't just been washed, they were basically clean. Because I have my other jeans, but yesterday, even though it was like 82, driving, it was just warm. It was very windy yesterday, which is probably why it was only 82. It's supposed to be a cooler weekend. And let's set the bronzer, or contour with bronzer. Okay, there's nose again. Y'all just letting me get away with not doing my nose contour. Okay, that's kind of where the foundation is. Up here. Before I get to blush. Now we're going in with blush. I'll be using volume 5. Do a little of the darker one for a second. Place that higher. Trying to even out the pronouncement. Okay. Go with the lighter one. And go down a little bit more. I'll blend those two together. Apples. Okay. My bad. And then now bring that together. Let's spray. Lips. Let me like what was wet. Lips. Sephora Collection Molasses. I was gonna put the scrub on, but you remove the scrub, it then dries out your lips. The lip bar. I should did the lip bar and the lip bar, but yeah. Screw, so I was trying to pop it on. Okay. Do waterproof. Sky High. So you like the kind of wands that are the plastic wands. I know somebody doesn't like, a makeup person that doesn't like plastic wands. I don't like the fiber ones. I like the plastic ones. They seem to do more with my eyelashes. Earrings, because hoops are for weekends. So to me, yeah, it's a nice little natural kind of look for 1-year-old's birthday. Let's see if we can get a transfer. I'm not really seeing anything, and what I'm seeing is blush. So, other side. It's very light. And that's probably the powder. Half the time it's probably the powder. I didn't spray the other spray, but... So with that, have a good weekend. Have a good Saturday. And I'll see y'all later.